Welcome to the Surge Equestrian League 2025. We're minutes away from the big tour, and I'm joined by the very sweet Mary Marks, the owner of Bridal, all the way from France. So, talk to us about the horses that you've sold that will be participating in the big tour tomorrow.
Big question. First off, guys, thank you so much for having me and Joseph, my partner, here today in India and for the next few weeks. So excited to be here. It's my first time in this country, and I can say the hospitality has been top tier. The service, everything is just awesome. Thank you also to Search Table for having us because it means a lot. We've been able to do business with them, but now being part of this means a lot, and it's awesome for us to be part of the growth of a market. What I can say is that I had no idea what to expect coming to India, and I can say that the level of jumping is great. I'm sure there's going to be so much growth in the quality of the horses in a few years and in the quality of riding, the coaching, everything. So only positives for me. Regarding the horses we sold, I have different horses that I like for different reasons. One of my favorite is the latest that came here, Mowgli, who's an 8-year-old stallion who was previously owned and ridden by Zoe Potter out of the UK. We sold him in July, and he's just starting his career here on Indian soil, so very excited to see how the horse develops. He's jumping tomorrow with Zain Shadi, who's someone that I absolutely adore. He's a great friend, a super talented rider, upcoming rider for Egypt, who came also all the way to India to show us what he's capable of. So that pair is going to be very interesting to watch. The other pair that I'm so excited to watch is Anastasia and Quintani. For different reasons. I think the horse is a fabulous jumper. He's got amazing technique, great quality. He's a cheeky little bugger, if we can put it this way, and he's got such a fun personality, and I think no one messes with Anastasia Bondaryeva, so this horse is not going to dare. And I think that out of what we've seen so far of her jumping him yesterday and seeing them flat this morning, seeing how she's got the handle on this horse, they're going to kick ass. So I'm so excited to see. I don't have favorites, but you know, I'm behind her and girl power, and I also think that she's got so much going on for herself. She's an example of what it means to be organized in every single aspect of life, so super excited for her. We also have sold Century earlier this year to the team of Kovai Stables. It was a very unique experience to be involved with them because it was our first time working together. I have to say that Aradhana, the rider, is an amazing young lady. She's extremely talented. She goes through ups and downs quicker than any of us have seen, and I think that she has so much projection in her career in the future, and we just want to be involved with it because she's just sweet, kind, respectful, mature, and she really represents what it means to be an example for female athletes, I think, in any country. So very excited about that. I think she's learning also what it means to be a rider, and she understands the ups and downs of horses, that horses are animals, that horses can show you the best one day, place in the Grand Prix, and in another not necessarily be 100% there with you. So I think she's an example of resilience. Super excited about that. And yeah, we've got more horses coming to India very soon that we can't disclose quite yet. But overall, thank you so much for everything. Super excited, and I'll keep coming to India. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here. It's such a delight to have you here and for your contribution to Surge as well. And right next to us is this luxurious property.
Next to Surge Stable, this beautiful project coming up. Top of the line rooms for the riders, for the parents, for anyone visiting Bangalore and wants to be close to the action, wanting to be close to the horses. Perfect location.
It has 24 studio rooms, 10 suite rooms, 1 gym facility, and 1 indoor games facility. What more could one ask for? I think I'll have to book my room for next year from now itself. It's going to be sold out for sure.
Well, with so many competitions going on at the Surge Stable, it certainly is.
Just look at that. Look at the greenery. What a nice escape from the city. You wake up to that view. I mean, I'd never leave. Away from all of that Bangalore traffic. Just nice nice, calm surroundings. Everything that one could possibly need is right here. I'm really excited to go and book my stay through.
We will all be here. In a few months' time, the competition circuit will get started. 2026. It's going to be even bigger than 2025. And we have our first rider already in the arena for the Big Tour Day 2. Neil Kendall, the winner of the Medium Tour. This time on his other horse, Hatch, representing Third Stable.
The heights at 1.3. Time allowed has gone up to 79 seconds.
Yeah, so there's quite a bit of change in the course. You can see there are a lot of interesting jumps. Oh my, okay, that was unfortunately a refusal at jump number 2.
He's back at it again.
Jump number 3 is probably the scariest jump I've seen in a while. It is the triple bar, it's got a huge spread. But actually when you get the takeoff right, it's not so complicated. Nicely done over 4A and 4B, got the 2 strides perfectly spot on. Over the Liverpool and the bending line to jump number 6.
Another pole down at number 6. Another one down.
Wow, that was got a little bit left behind but pushed through, so it picks up 4 penalties at 8A, but he's keeping things going.
Second refusal. That will lead to his elimination. That was Neil on Hatch.
Just lost a little bit of his concentration when he had the refusal at jump number 2. Put him off just a little bit, but yeah, he's...
Mary spoke so highly of Anastasia, we had to get her here. Welcome to our live broadcast. She's going to be scouting her competition for tomorrow and talking to us about it.
We just let this rider finish his initial round. It's been so lovely to watch the competitors, and it's great to talk in the next couple of rounds and see how they get on.
Awesome. Was there something about the competitions which surprised you the most? Because I think you came in here not really knowing what to expect. So, was there something about the show jumping over here which surprised you?
Yeah, I think the facilities are way above my expectations, and to be honest, it's really nice to see how hard the competitors fight for their rounds, and it's been a pleasure to see something new. So this man has made a great start, and it looks like the horse is confident. That was a nice approach to the double. Made a little mistake there, the horse himself, but nice reaction.
Yeah, you can see the horse fighting a little bit, kicking out. What do you think causes that?
I think there's a little bit of pressure, but that's understandable. Both the rider and the horse really want to go clear, and here we just go on the 6 tries, nicely in, nicely out. The lines are not so easy. We can see that the course builder has built and challenged the riders a little bit more from yesterday, so it's nice to see how they got on. That was very nicely ridden, and now they have the final line coming up. Very nice over the vertical. That seemed like a great decision for the Oxer, and I think he finished well, and he deserves that.
That definitely looked like there was a lot of communication going on between horse and rider. A few tough decisions to make, but they got through.
Yeah, they finished well, and I think that's really important in our sport. So, welcoming.
What would you do differently? How would you approach this course?
That is a very nice question there.
We saw you walk the course, so you don't have any excuses not to tell us that you know what the course is about.
Definitely no excuses. Well, it's a speed class, so I'd initially like to take a nice rhythm, and I'll aim to keep that rhythm all over the course from 1 till 12. I think there's a couple options in the lines. We spoke with other riders, and depending on your horse, you could take out a couple strides. I walked 1 to 2, 7, so it'll be interesting to see what our next rider does. I think that was nicely written because that allows you to turn inside if you do make that option. Currently, the rider decided to steady up outside.
Didn't see the stride for the triple bar. Unfortunately, has a refusal. This is Sehad Singh work on Miss Grappa from EGC Delhi.
I think he's sitting nicely into the horse, and hopefully he can get him going now, which is exactly what happened. I think the goal now would be to take a little bit of time and just give him a good round. That was a nice coming into the double. Again here, you could make a tighter turn. We walked it inside. The 7 is seems like a nice option. If you have a very small horse, you could have always made a tighter turn and then made 8. Then this is a nice into the double, nicely out. It's an interesting thing that the previous course you saw a vertical coming in and then an oxer coming out, so you see that the approach is a little bit different now this course. In here there's an option to do 5 on the inside line or 6 outside. Given that the rider has already made a small mistake, it's reasonable that he's doing 6 outside just to take care of his horse and his round. And then coming home has been lovely.
So he will have a few time penalties. He's gone a little bit over the maximum time allowed. But a nice round by Sehad Singh work on Miss Grappa. Had a refusal at the triple bar that definitely added to the time, but completed the round really well.
Now it's so nice to see young and up-and-coming riders here challenging themselves, and I think it deserves a little admiration to all of these young riders that are pushing themselves out of the comfort zone. So let's keep an eye out now for this young rider.
This is Harshit Arun Kumar on Maverick from Kovai Stables. So we have a total of 13 competitive entries. I'm going to put you on the spot. How many clear rounds do you think are going to happen from what you've seen yesterday? Because that's not going to be one of them.
I'd like to say there's going to be 3 clear rounds. Okay, so he approaches the triple bar now. Nice shot in. He gives his horse nice little support. Tied around here. First shot in, that's lovely. Sets him up for the second. See, he tries to play the game even though he has 1 down. I think that's important to know when you have a class with not so many starters. It's also important to keep going, and even with 1 down you can still gain a good placing.
Oh, absolutely. With 13 competitive riders, we're going to have to see how many clear rounds we have, but any rider with 1 fence down still has a chance, but he's got plenty. Giving the ground staff a lot of work today.
I think sometimes also for younger riders it's important to keep going, which is what this young man is trying to do right now, and he's doing it for his experience, which is equally important. That's what we're all here for. So now we'll just watch him finish this round nicely. He balances up on the 6, and that's a nice end to his round.
So we wait for the judges to give us the numbers, but the round completed by Harshit Arun Kumar on Maverick, representing Kovai Stables. He's rider number 4. Next in the arena we have Shaurya Rai on Cornet Star Z, from EGC Delhi.
Yeah, I believe that this rider came a long way away, so that just shows so much determination, and it's great to see visitors from all over coming and competing at this show. I think that adds value to the equestrian sport of India, and I think that's the whole purpose of what search stables are trying to do. So we welcome the next competitor, and I wish him all the best of luck.
Yeah, it is quite a long journey from Delhi to Bangalore. I think for the horses it takes about 3 days. So unless they are serious about this competition, they're not going to make the trip. But the boys from Delhi have definitely come in all the way, and they're doing a great job.
Yeah, it's lovely to see how the distance is just a small factor, but the ambition is much larger. Okay, so he's just gotten his bell and he's got 45 seconds to approach number 1. I think he'll just wait for the course designer to exit, and there he goes. Lovely shot on number 1. He carries down that same rhythm to 2. The horse seems like he knows what he's doing, and he has a calm and steady approach, keeping a nice rhythm.
Yeah, I must say, of the riders who have been in the arena, this one looks the most consistent. Nice takeoffs, nice rhythm. Don't want to jinx it, but that's exactly what.
I think it's very important to keep the riders focused, so I'll try to speak a little bit more generally, but the approaches have been very steady and the riding is very consistent, which I think is the most important in this class, is how to see how the riders are approaching the lines and everything, because from what I know, this is already a very technical class for the country, so I think we have to look at the riding, and this pair is definitely looking very consistent, calm and collected. We'll see the 6 tries now here. Lovely executed, and then he's just coming down the final line. Again, if this would be a competitive class, there is an option of 5, especially because it's on a straight line. But I think the correct choice is 6, and the course designer has built it as a 6, but as it's a speed class, there's always some options given how competitive you want to be.
Okay, so one of the nicer rounds to watch by Shaurya Rai on Cornet Star Z from EGC Delhi.
5 riders down. We've not had a clear round yet, but let's see if the next rider in the arena, Krishna Sahiti on Aska, can change that.
Well, this horse was definitely jumping big yesterday. I think he did a wonderful round. Let's see what he has in store for us today.
Yeah, this young lady is looking very promising. I've been watching her over a couple rounds this week already, and it's so nice to see some young female riders up and coming in India. So I wish her all the best of luck and currently cheering her on. The horse seems like he's her loyal partner, and he seems like he can hold her hand throughout the course, which is always a nice feeling for the rider, especially when you're just stepping up to these bigger classes. Her trainer is just from the outside is reminding her to support her with her leg, which is always important to keep that hand and leg balance. That was a nice jump over the water tray, and she just sets him up nicely to the oxer. This is a tough enough turn in any class. It comes very quick, especially into the double. Again, oxer in, and the double seems like it's not very short inside, so they need to keep that rhythm going and then sit up for the plank again, which she does lovely. get up now. I think this is one of those great rounds, and I just hope she can keep it together. And we've got one more to go. Get up. Yay!
We have a new leader, Krishna Sahiti on Aska, 72.50 seconds.
So that was a super round. She had one fence down. Her timing was good, so that's going to hold her in a good position, even if there are other riders with the same number of penalties. Great job, Krishna Sahiti.
I think this was a perfect round for me to finish my commentary, and it's been a pleasure to be here. So many young and aspiring riders, and just a great place to spend my week. Thank you guys for the hospitality, and best of luck for the coming riders.
Thank you
I
so
hope
much.
we get those 3 clear rounds.
Well, thank you so much,
Thank
and all
you
the best
so
for the
much.
grand finale. So our next rider, serial number 7, Niharika Singhania on Sir Lancelot from ARC Mumbai. So if we could have our special guest, Vincent Lambrecht, the coach of Niharika, when she goes into the arena, if you can join us at the booth, it would be great to hear your comments while she's doing her round and what your experience has been in India so far. They'll be joining us shortly, a couple of minutes for Niharika to step in the arena with Sir Lancelot.
We can see them in the warm-up arena right now. It's just the perfect weather for a horse, honestly. I'm sure they're enjoying this course.
Well, we've had 6 riders and no clear rounds. Let's hope Niharika is going to be clear round number 1 in the Big Tour Day 2. The heights have gone up from the first day. The courses are more technical. The riders really need to be on point to get a good result. Okay, final words of wisdom from Mr. Vincent, and his rider Niharika Singhania is in the arena. You can just talk about the So, how long have you been working with Niharika, Mr. Vincent?
It's about 1 year now.
Okay.
that she came to us.
Well, she's come a long way. We've seen her do the big tour competitions, and she's done really well over the last few months.
She's improved a lot the last few months, but that's also because she was a lot in the ring, and that's very helpful.
Okay.
And let's see how she does today now.
Great to hear. You can walk us through the course. A little unlucky to have jump number 2 down, so she's got 4 penalties on the board.
This is the horse that she has to learn to keep him more straight, because the shoulder sometimes he loses the shoulder sometimes. This is
Okay.
very important to work on the straightness,
Okay.
and that's still an issue that she has with this horse now.
So this horse was bred in India. It's a full warm blood, bred in India, which gives us a lot of hope for the various breeding programs to improve the bloodstock. It's done well at the highest level, and Niharika is getting better and better with every competition.
Yeah, she's riding much more consistent now. There's still some work on the details, but she's riding well. Like, she's actually giving him a good enough round now. Like I say, like, she still needs to work on the straightness of the horse. You see every fault he makes, it's because he's a little bit out of balance.
Okay.
So that's something she has to work on with this horse now.
Approaching the last fence. Give her a big hand, ladies and gentlemen. This is not an easy course to get through. She's done a great job. Great to have you here, Mr. Vincent.
Very welcome. Thank you.
The next rider we have in the arena, serial number 8, Shresh Mantena on Dancing Queen, representing Surge Stable. Okay, so Dancing Queen and Shresh Mantena ready to go. The bell is given. 45 seconds for them to get started. This is a horse rider partnership which has been working really well over the last couple of shows. The heights have gone up. It's more and more technical. The room for error gets really small. Nicely through the first 2 jumps. And over the triple bar. That is one scary jump to look at when you're approaching. Just a bit unlucky in the combination. Takes down 4A and 4B. So he's got 8 penalties on the board already. Nicely over jump number 6. That is one big oxer which you approach right off a bend, which makes it really technical. A little early on the takeoff to 8A, which meant that took down the back pole. So you'll notice that on the oxers the back pole always has a safety cup, which means it will go down very easily. That's to keep the horse from getting his feet tangled in the pole. 2 more jumps to go for Shresh on Dancing Queen. Very nicely written line from 11 to 12. That was a super round by this young rider, Shresh Mantena on Dancing Queen.
He's completed that in 82.82 seconds.
Yeah, this is definitely a technical course. One mistake and the rider lands in a whole bunch of trouble. We've seen riders having difficulties at the triple bar, which is jump number 3. We've seen riders struggle at 4A because the turn is right off the entrance exit. And there are some really technical lines over here. The line from 7 to 8 is also a related distance. From 11 to 12 is a related distance. So plenty of places where a rider can get confused or get into trouble, but these guys have been doing really well.
We have 5 more competitive riders left. Do you think we're going to get any clear rounds?
I am always hopeful. I think it will happen because we have Ashray Bhutta coming in next on Ocean.
Hope he makes big waves with that. We really need it.
Well, imagine if we have only one clear round, he will be the outright winner.
100%.
So this is his second entry. So the riders are given an enough amount of time to warm up. We can't push them to get into the arena. They have enough time to warm up and enter the arena when they are satisfied that they are ready to go.
He's coming in now. Ashray Bhutta on Ocean representing EGC.
Okay, I'm praying for a clear round.
You and me both, Dhruv. We're really lacking one right now.
Yeah, but this course is really tough and it's gone up by 5 centimeters from the big tour yesterday. Yesterday the jumps already looked really big and today it's even bigger.
And it's extremely technical. Joseph Meyer left no stone unturned for this one.
So for the spectators who are joining us now, this is a competition of speed as well as skill. It is under table A, so penalties will be counted. In case you have riders with equal penalties, the faster rider gets placed higher. For a drop, you get 4 penalties. And for a refusal, the first one you get 4 penalties, the second refusal means elimination. Anywhere on the course, it doesn't necessarily have to be the same jump.
The time allowed is 79 seconds.
Yeah, he's doing a good job. He's had only 1 fence down, and if he's faster than Krishna Sahiti, he's going to put himself in the lead and hope that nobody else goes clear. And this is a super talented horse. You can see there's so much ability. He does the fences with so much clearance. He's got only 2 more fences to go. Could he put himself in the lead? We have Ashray Butta on Ocean. A 6 stride to 12. Brilliantly done. Ashray Butta on Ocean.
In the stand, we have Suraj Naredu, one of India's best riders. We're very pleased to have him here today. It's been a very, very exciting day. The big tour, definitely not easy. We thought we'd have a round or 2 clear by now, but it's been tough so far.
Serial number 10, Sehat Singh work on Arjun 15. He had a really good round yesterday. This horse is looking in top shape. He's the only rider to have turned inside the water tray to come in for jump number 3. That's the amount of confidence he has in his horse.
As he should.
He's not holding back, he's going for the win. And up to now, he's doing a great job.
Fingers crossed. 1 pole down.
He's got 4 penalties, but the way he's going, he will have a very competitive time. But he certainly cannot afford another fence down.
Look at him go. It's just wonderful to watch this round.
Yeah, I think that's the way this horse jumps. So if he was to change that, he would put himself into more trouble. He takes the inside turn between jump number 1 and 6.
He's saving so much time. 1 more
So
down.
unlucky to have jump number 11 down.
72.69. Very, very good on time.
A little unlucky to have 2 fences down, but a great effort by Sehat Singh work on Arjun 15 from EGC Delhi.
There's still 1 more day to go, so definitely excited to see what the duo does tomorrow.
Well, I'm really wondering if they go up by another 5 or 10 centimeters. This is going to be really difficult tomorrow.
I think they'll have to physically push the horse there.
Well, I'm not so sure you can lift a 600 kg animal over a fence.
The horse will push them rider there.
Well, Hansika Srinivasan is the next rider in the arena on Collier, representing Equestrian. Starts off with plenty of energy. Big jumps over 1 and 2. She's going the long way around to the triple bar at jump number 3. And that is a huge fence and an even bigger jump over it.
That 1.3 meters is not seeming to bother her at all.
Nicely through the combination. Many riders have struggled with the turn into 4A. No such problems for Hansika.
You can hear her constantly communicating with Collier. That was the takeoff point. A little tricky.
Yeah, she was expecting the horse to give her a big takeoff over there, but he put in a half stride. She lost her balance, but she kept in the saddle. That's all that matters. So she's got 4 penalties for jump number 6.
So far, only 1 pole down, 2 poles down, 3.
Okay, she can back off and just relax a little bit now and keep the horse going through the course. You can see how much concentration is required. One moment of communication lost between the horse and rider, things go wrong, but a brave effort. Getting through a course like this is no easy task, so great job, Hansika. And we are waiting for our next rider, Yashan Kambata on Lord Stakolensky from ARC Mumbai. And I think anybody who's been watching the Surge Equestrian League knows when it's time for the big tour, Yashan is ready to deliver. We've seen him win the big tour on numerous occasions. We've seen him win the master class in the pouring rain when even we didn't think about stepping out of the judges' box.
Suraj, you are one of India's best jockeys. I want to know if you'd be willing to come here and jump sometime at Surge. We'd love to see that. I know you're the best jockey, but can you take this challenge on? We'd love to see that. And we'll stream it live right here.
Okay, we have the man of the moment, Yashan Kambata on Lord Stakolensky. He was the winner of the big tour yesterday. Let's see what he has in store for us. These jumps look big, but to this horse rider combination, I don't think any of the jumps look scary enough. I'm sure he's confident. He just has to put the course together and he's in with a chance.
He aced that master class. I'm sure he'll take this on.
Could this be our first clear round? Could this be our only clear round? We will have to wait and see. Nicely through the first 2 fences, approaching the triple bar at jump number 3. Okay, got the combination spot on. 2 strides, no problem at all. Was a really difficult line and he rode that brilliantly. So a little unlucky to have 1 fence down. Still in it with a chance.
And he's completed that course in 78.50 seconds. He's just within time. Wonderfully done. He's picked up 4 penalties for a pole down. But an amazing round by Yashan Kambata on Lord. Shaurya, if you want to win, there's only one thing to do. Go clear and take it home.
And she made it look so simple. Just
So
go
simple,
clear.
just one thing to do.
12 riders have gone in. 12 riders have struggled to get a clear round. Could the last rider in the competition pull it off? Shaurya Rai on Air Faro Z from EGC Delhi. We've seen that happen a couple of times, saving the best for the last. We saw that yesterday with Ashray Bhutta. We saw that today with Aradhana. He's getting all the help in the world he needs. His coach is guiding him through it. Yeah, that turn into 4A has got a lot of riders off guard. They cut the turn and they end up in a very uncomfortable stride, but he made it through.
Lovely.
He's on course, keeping my fingers crossed.
Me too.
Unfortunately, he's dislodged from the horse. He's absolutely fine. Give him a hand, ladies and gentlemen. You could see the inflatable body protector doing its job. The sound was from that, not from him hitting anything. So a bit unlucky over there. He was actually on track. Just that one distance to jump number 7 caught him off guard. Got him out of the saddle, but lives to fight another day. Good job, Shaurya Rai. I'm sure you'll have an opportunity tomorrow to redeem yourself.
100%. It was very, very promising until that point. It's not easy to go from jump number 3 to number 4A, but he did that so effortlessly.
Yeah, he was riding it really well, just a bit unlucky. Okay, we have the results. The next 2 riders are non-competitive, so they will not change the ranking. In 6th place, we have Shresh Raju Mantena on Dancing Queen.
Rank number 5, we have Ashray Bhutta on Jackpot.
In 4th place, Sahed Singh Work on Argent 15.
Rank number 3, Yashan Kambata on Lord.
Rank number 2, Ashray Bhatta on his second horse, Ocean.
And rank number 1, winning the big tour, Krishna Sahiti on Aska.
Give them a big hand, ladies and gentlemen. This was one tough course set up by the birthday boy all the way from Germany, Joseph Meyer. He really tested our riders today. They did a great job, I must say that.
It was his birthday, but he gave us this gift. Congratulations, Krishna. What a round that was. What was your strategy going into it? Were you worried at all?
Well, I wanted to just get a nice, easy, good clear round. And for unlucky, very bad mistake. But I was really happy with the round. Otherwise, he was jumping super and he was feeling amazing, like the best he's ever felt. I'm really happy with how the round turned out. Was just looking for some nice, good clear round, but unfortunate not. But yeah, I'm really happy with my horse and my round too.
Yesterday you didn't even get a course walk, so this was just your day 2 and like you just came in halfway. Did that impact anything at all for you? Didn't seem like it.
No, nothing much. I didn't make a difference. I was looking at all the riders jumping yesterday, so it was worked out pretty good.
Can you talk to us about Aska?
Well, he's a 10-year-old stallion. I've had him for about 4 years, and he's my favorite horse currently. And he loves me a lot, and he jumps a lot. Everybody says that he jumps his heart out for me, and I think that's true too. He's very nice. He jumps really big over all fences.
Congratulations once again and thank you for talking to us.
For everyone watching at home, Yashan Khambata just pulled a Yashan Khambata. He thought he was coming in to get his rosettes, whereas we do have 2 more non-competitive entries.
Yeah, somehow the only person I know who could pull it off would be Yashan Kambata, and he did that brilliantly. So I think he even fooled the judges in terms of him getting started.
What a fabulous day this has been, just full of excitement. What was your favorite moment from today?
I definitely think the round that Neil did on in the previous round on Sandra was absolutely brilliant. He won the event, I think that was the medium tour, and I think he was about 3 or 4 seconds faster than the second place rider. So he did a brilliant job on a horse which was quite difficult over the last couple of months. So he's been working really hard getting the horse going, and today was an absolutely brilliant display of horsemanship. For me, that was one of the big moments.
For me, comeback of the century, Aradhana on Democratic. What a ride that was. What a course. It was just a joy to watch. That powerhouse, I can't, like, that's my favorite thing about today.
Yeah, absolutely. And not to forget the riders who are doing the big tour. This is definitely the toughest competition that we've seen. The most technical course. It is challenging. Even with a good horse, you still need to be spot on with every single stride.
And also, not to forget the cleverly ridden round by Tivesh. That young boy, I don't know how he manages to do that. Kobe stables and the energy that they bring into our competition.
Yeah, absolutely. He rode a brilliant round. He has such a good relationship with that horse, Clever. You know, it's almost like the horse knows what he's thinking, and they really pull off some amazing wins. Yesterday he placed second, today he had the win. So yeah, they're doing a great job. I think consistency is one of the most important things in show jumping. If you can pull off a great round once in 6 months, that's not going to put you anywhere on the standings. But to do that week after week, things may go wrong here and there, but that doesn't really matter. As long as you're pumping in those clear rounds, you're in with the fight, you're going to keep adding to your experience and building your confidence with the horse. And yeah, today was a good example of that.
Not to forget that exciting and lovely commentary by Anastasia, who will be competing tomorrow.
Oh yeah, it's great to have these 4 international riders with us from Ukraine, from Egypt, from France, and from Switzerland. Truly international event at Third Stable. These guys have really done a fantastic job. We will see these riders in the big tour tomorrow, so you'll see the level of riding from their side. Something to inspire and motivate the young riders to really keep on the hard work, keep on the process of learning, of getting better. And I'm sure we'll see many more riders in the big tour. You know, this was the first Surge Equestrian League that we've had, and I think next year will be even more competitive. So let's wait and see.
In the first year itself, we've delivered world-class experience, world-class judges, world-class course directors. everything. Like, we've just gone above and beyond, I think.
Absolutely. The next rider is Ashray Butta on Asteria. If you're wondering why this is a non-competitive entry, he's already had 2 entries in this competition, but he chooses to take this horse through the round. Of course, he's going to be using this horse Asteria in the grand finale and some of the other events which are coming up over the next couple of days. So nothing can beat jumping in the competition arena, giving the horse the experience of the different obstacles, the lights, the ground. Everything has been top notch and we are ready to go. He's done the first 2 fences, approaching the triple bar, jump number 3. So he's already gone through the course 2 times. So this is a problem that
Lucky
this is a problem that all riders dream of, having 3 horses in a competition and having to choose the top 2. If we were all so lucky. But I mean, all the horses he's ridden in this competition are top level horses. He's keeping them going, and
Ooh.
yeah, that combination is a lot more difficult than what it looks like when you're coming off a related distance to an oxer straight into a 125 vertical. Not an easy thing to do, and if you're not having confidence in the horse, that's the worst feeling you can ever have. But these guys are absolutely brilliant, doing a good job. Okay. Okay, I think he had a run out at the very last fence. He's just going to go back and try it again to wrap up this round. Well done. Ashray Butta on Asteria. Non-competitive entry. Well done.
We have one final rider.
Sehat Singh work on Alaba. And Alaba is one of the nicest show jumping horses I have ever seen in India.
It'll be very funny if we have a clear round now.
Well, I think it would be nice. We would really appreciate it.
We'd
Sehat.
appreciate it.
Guys, in the spectators, hello? Be a little careful. There are guys jumping over here. Well, you know what? Actually, a clear round is possible because the entire pressure is off the rider's shoulders. He knows he doesn't have to go for time anymore. He can take his time. He can be careful about the approaches. So that would be ironic, but that would be a pleasure to watch. So we are praying for Sehat Singh work on Alaba.
Safe so far. Dhruv is having the time of his life. If you could see him now, he's laughing. That was a vertical jump, but safe.
Plenty going on between the horse and rider. I think Alaba has a little desire to take the rein and go a little forward, and Sahej wants to keep her in control, because when a horse gets flat, you are not getting over a meter 30 jump.
With that pole down, my dreams of having a clear round in the big tour also dropped.
Well, we have the big tour tomorrow, so it's not the end of the world. And we've seen plenty of competitions which end with the top riders having 4 penalties, so that is part of life, that is part of the competition.
96.21 seconds for Sehaj on Alaba.
Okay, so now we have the rosette ceremony.
Yashan, are you ready?
I'm sure he's scooted away. So we need him back on the horse this time in sequence. So if we could have the results up on the screen, that would be great. So the top 6 riders, Big Tour Day 2. In 6th place, Suresh Mantana. In 5th place, Ashray Bhatta. 4th place, Sayed Singh Work. 3rd place, Yashan Kambata. In 2nd place, Ashray Bhatta once again on his other horse, Ocean. Winning the competition, M. Krishna Sahiti. Give them a big hand, ladies and gentlemen. This was not an easy course. This was not an easy competition. But they have done so well. Red rosette in front, please. Okay, so Ashay, can you just follow Krishna Sahiti, please? Yashan into 3rd place. Red, blue, yellow. 1st, 2nd, 3rd. We have the winners of the Big Tour Day 2.
Here we go, make some noise, folks. Krishna Sahiti wins the Big Tour, followed there by Ashray Bhatta and by Yashant Kambada. And the riderless horse you see is Ashray Bhatta's 2nd ride, which also finished in the top 6. So well done, Krishna Sahiti. Fresh off her Youth Asian Games, she shows us how it's done right here at the third stable. Big day tomorrow, folks. Big day 3, big money, big jumps, big action. We're gonna see you then at the same time live on YouTube. For now, it's me, Nihal Saad.
And Shruti Tamra.
And Dhruv Nani saying goodbye, good night, and see you tomorrow.